This video contains spoilers for the Indigo disc. Watch at your own risk. Hey Pokemon Masters, but this is going to get so distracting. You're gonna be so distracting. I have been up pretty much non-stop since the Indigo disc dropped, and I've got 10 more Easter eggs for you. We have 10 more Easter eggs for you, don't we, Ganondorf? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. You're the best. You smell. These are my final 10 Easter egg secrets, things that I just think are very, very cool in the Indigo disc. Also, if you click the link at the top of the description, you'll head on over to my merch store. There are just 2 weeks left before this channel sort of, not disappears, but before I stop uploading. There are about 7 videos between here and there. In addition to this one, I've decided finally this is my last, probably, Indigo disc video. So join me in this journey. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting Ganondorf by picking up my merch. Do it for us. Do it for us. We need to buy him nice toys and nice things. Okay, let's start with number 1. This is just, like, without a doubt, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. In the Indigo disc, there is an area of land that looks just normal to anyone who would see it. However, thanks to this tweet that I have seen, it turns out it's the layout of the Nature Preserve, which is an area from Pokemon Black and White 2. And that's interesting to me, not just as an Easter egg, not just as a reference, but from a lore point of view. I can't help but wonder if the Nature Preserve actually was the Blueberry Academy just during a point in its development, before the dome was added, before it was lowered into the ocean. Remember, you'll know if you've seen one of my recent theories on the Indigo disc, the marine tube in Unova was constructed above land and then lowered into the sea. I wonder if before the Blueberry Academy was the dome we know it to be underwater, if it was just this little area, the Nature Preserve, was just part of it, and then eventually, of course, the dome would be added. It would be lowered into the ocean, so you can't fly there anymore, or at least not because of the dome. At minimum, a very cool Easter egg. The next couple little secrets, things of interest to me. In order to unlock them, you have to unlock the different styles of the Blueberry Academy, like, hangout room. The first one of which is in the horror room. If you talk or interact with the painting of the lady holding the bonnet, if you look very closely, the lady will blink, suggesting that she is in the painting and still cursed by the bonnet. In the sleek, futuristic monochrome room, we see the painting of the White Tree Hollow and the Black Tower. And what's interesting about this is that the Black Tower and White Tree Hollow of Unova are version-exclusive areas. I actually just did a video on this the other day. There is a theory, much like the theory I just told you about the Nature Preserve, but much, much longer and more in-depth, as to how both of these seemingly parallel universe paintings can be in the same place. But I'll leave that for that video, but very, very cool thing. And if you still want something else from that room, there's a cute little Cryogonal dangly. And I would like that in real life. And number 4, in the futuristic room, you can see what looks to be some kind of future Tyranitar, but it's not Ironabarbs, and something resembling a UFO. What are they? They're from the PokeStar Studios, another location in Unova, where you fought things that weren't quite Pokemon. Number 5, there's a whole bunch of new clothing items that you can unlock using your Blueberry points. These include the Team Aqua and Magma helmets from Oras, the Bull Guy helmet, and the helmet of Emma, which is the post-game of Pokemon X and Y, which is just such an obscure bit of Pokemon lore. Are they canon? These ones, probably not. Number 6, you can find Kleavor in the overworld. So this is the first place in modern day that we've seen wild Kleavor. And just very interestingly, in the Blueberry Academy, in the dome where this is, you see this black, obsidian black stone, like, jettisoning up from the floor. This, of course, is the Black Augurite, which evolves Scyther into Kleavor in the wild. It's interesting because I think in old Pokedex entries, Scyther actually mentions the fact that it comes from caves, and it seems that there are some Scyther living nearby around these caves, and then, yeah, on the very top, they've even managed to source some of the evolutionary item that allows it to evolve into Kleavor naturally. Meaning this Pokemon is not extinct. Number 7, I think we've all probably seen this one by now, Pride Rock. There is a rock that looks a lot like Pride Rock from The Lion King, but it is not just a coincidental rock, because if you go to the top, you'll find a Pyroar. Number 8, don't think you're done with the depths of Area 0. This one's less of an Easter egg, just more of a secret that I think you will find very, very cool. If you make your way to the underdepths of Area 0 after unlocking the Koraidon Miraidon Fly ability, then there are actually 2 new areas that you can go and explore. I don't want to ruin it quite for you. I'd rather that you went and discovered it for yourself if you don't already know, but effectively you'll find one of those kind of terrestrial dome doors that you cannot get through. So in order to do it, you're going to have to go find the other stellar terrestrial Pokemon that's lurking in the caves. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. And once you beat that stellar boss, it'll unlock a room filled with all sorts of treasure, some hidden treasure in Area 0. Go find it, it's really, really fun. 9, in the very last video, I mentioned that Crispin was from Verbank, and you can sort of see this on the menu screen as you're doing the Elite Four trial, but it turns out Lacey is from Nimbasa, and Amaris, is that how you say her name? I'm not 100% sure. The Steel-type Elite Four member, she is from Castelia. She's from Castelia City. There are actually a number of little references to Castelia City generally. We'll include these as extra ones because I kind of did this Easter egg in the last video, and that is, for example, if you chat with, say, Larry in the club room, if you invite him in, he'll ask you what your favorite Unovan cuisine is. If you say a Castelia cone, he'll go and try one. If you chat to Brassius, he'll start talking about the Unovan Castelia City gym leader, which of course is Berg, another artist just like him. So there's a lot of Castelia City references, so we'll include that all as one big one. Number 10, the secret boss of the Blueberry Academy, and there's a little Easter egg that comes with this, even if you know who it is. But it is, of course, none other than the Blueberry Academy director, Cyrano. And here's the interesting thing about Cyrano, is when you defeat him, he gives you a new title. He says that you will become the Blueberry King. He also says it's been decades since he's last lost a battle, which implies that he's a really good Pokemon trainer. Like, he must be a world-famous Pokemon trainer. But here's the thing. He names you the Blueberry King. And why would he do that? Was he the king before you? Well, as I'm sure you're all already aware, it's kind of the first Easter egg to do with the Indigo disc because it's the first thing we all saw. Cyrano is wearing the Scarf of Aegis / a item highly associated with kings, so he is literally passing the crown to you, which makes sense for a game that not only follows on from the last final DLC, the Crown Tundra, but also is all about terrestrial crowns. And there you have it, 10 Easter egg secrets, things that I just think are generally cool. This is kind of my last one of those videos now. I believe I've managed to find 3 of these videos, so if you're interested in more Indigo disc secret Easter eggs, that kind of thing, I got 2 other videos, one based on the trailers alone, and the first 15 just off the bat after the game released. Tired and so ready for bed, but I do have one more video that I gotta record tonight. You will see that in the next couple days. There are 7 more videos left on the channel. Unless something huge comes up from the Indigo disc, which there might be something. We'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks. Birdkeeper Toby will be coming to an end in just 2 weeks' time. Thank you for joining me in this video and all of the videos to come. We are in the final run now. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for picking up the merch. Thank you for just your kind comments about Ganondorf. And of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
Hello there, it's me, Professor Oak. This video's over, so please choose another one wisely and quickly. Bye-bye.
Thank you anyone who has ever contributed through Patreon, and especially the big patrons of this month, Lucas Gates, Anthony Lee, Charmander Ansible, Wietse Dik, Immortal Absol, and Jed Rubin. Thank you for your incredible support.